With the Booster Course Pass now wrapped up, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is swimming in content. With 96 courses, 50 characters, over 30 Mii racing suits, and a ton of vehicles to choose from, could this really be the ultimate Mario Kart title? Well, while there's a lot here in the best-selling Switch game, there's also a lot missing from across the series. Quite a bit more than many expect, in fact. So let's take a look at everything that isn't in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But before we get started, let me preface this by saying we won't be counting content from the arcade games or home circuit. So, sorry Pac-Man. But we're only going with the core Mario Kart games here, so everything's shown off with the reveal of the Booster Course Pass. And yes, that includes Mario Kart Tour. So, first up, let's talk about the characters. From across the series, there were a total of 12 unique characters not in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Donkey Kong Jr., Paratroopa, Rob, Honey Queen, Hammer Bro, Monty Mole, Dixie Kong, Captain Toad, Nabbit, King Babam, Chargin' Chuck, and Poochie. Of course, these are just the unique characters, with the exception of the other bros like Fire, Boomerang, and Ice that would have likely been included with Hammer Bro as alts. But what about the rest? What about all of the other character alts from Mario Kart Tour? After all, we have Tanuki Mario and Cat Peach's characters here in 8, as well as the 2 different versions of Link as alternate costumes. Well, then we're looking at a grand total of 123 character alts. And trust me, just looking through the Mario Kart Tour driver menu, there's a lot of them. It would have been nice to see some of them make it over to Mario Kart 8, but the unique characters are the bigger deal after all. Although, while we didn't get character alts added, we did get a bunch of new Mii racing suits. But there were still many of them in Mario Kart Tour that didn't make the cut. A total of 26, in fact. And rather than listing all of them out, you can see them all on screen right now. I know many are upset that the Waluigi Mii racing suit didn't make it in, but the fact that we even got a bunch added in Wave 6 was a pleasant surprise. Okay, that'll do it for the character section, but those weren't necessarily the focus of the Mario Kart DLC. That focus would belong to the courses. While the Booster Course Pass added 48 more courses to the game, bringing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe up to a grand total of 96 courses, there were still over 60 courses not currently in the game. From Super Mario Kart, we're missing 16 courses. From Mario Kart 64, we're missing 10 courses, one of which has never come back as a retro course in any game, and it still bothers me to this day. From Mario Kart Super Circuit, we're missing 12 courses, most of which actually came back in Mario Kart Tour. From Mario Kart Double Dash, we're missing 9 courses. From Mario Kart DS, we're also missing 9 courses. From Mario Kart Wii, there were only 5 courses not here in 8 Deluxe. From Mario Kart 7, there were 8 courses missing here. And of course, from Mario Kart Tour, the only original course missing is Piranha Plant Pipeline, which is flat out weird that it was omitted. Of course, we're not counting the reverse, trick, or R&T variants of courses, but a total of 37 of these missing courses were actually featured in Tour, which is quite a lot. Meaning, if every course from the Booster Course Pass was picked from Tour, there were still a ton of options to choose from. And as a little bonus, Mario Kart Tour also introduced 10 remix courses. While these were based on particular SNES and GBA courses, they were practically brand new, interesting courses. And honestly, many of them would have been fun to see. So if we add those into the tally, that means we're up to 80 total courses not in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And considering the game sits at 96 right now, that's actually a ton of courses still missing. But Mario Kart is more than just racing. Battle mode has always been a staple feature of the series, and while Mario Kart 8 Deluxe brought a diverse series of battle mode options, it also only has 8 battle courses, meaning that there were 30 total battle courses not in Mario Kart 8. 3 from Super Mario Kart, 4 from Mario Kart 64, 4 from Mario Kart Super Circuit, 5 from Double Dash, 4 from DS, 6 from Wii, 2 from 7, and 2 from Tour. Seriously, it's a little strange that we never got any new battle tracks added to the game. especially when Mario Kart Tour had 5 total battle tracks, none of which are here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Okay, we've talked about the biggest points, being the characters and courses, but there were still a few more aspects to Mario Kart that I'd like to touch upon here. Notably, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is pretty lacking in terms of retro karts and vehicles. It only has the Pipe Frame, Bee Dasher, Blue Falcon, and Koopa Clown cars as retro vehicles. So even though different karts weren't introduced to the series until Mario Kart Double Dash, combining them all from across the series, including the hundreds found in Mario Kart Tour, there were about 230 vehicles from the series that are not in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that's not counting the simpler variants found in Tour. Of course, the same can be said about gliders too. While these were only introduced back in Mario Kart 7, there were only 15 in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, with 2 missing from Mario Kart 7. But then Mario Kart Tour went and added over 200 new gliders. Of course, that includes many alternate versions as well, but it wasn't really until Mario Kart Tour that the floodgates were opened on cool designs for gliders. And it's a shame that we didn't get any of them added to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Okay, we're almost done here, but there's one last aspect to touch upon. Items. Items have changed a bit over the years, with some being replaced by other items altogether, or having their functionality changed between games. And then many were introduced in Mario Kart Tour that may be redundant outside of that game, such as the coin box. But beyond the fan-loved fake item box, including character-specific special items from games like Double Dash and Tour, there were a total of 24 items not in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Getting even just one more would surely have added to the chaos and shake up the balance, but it might have been a welcome change altogether. But with that is everything not in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, don't get me wrong, this game is incredible with its amount of content. Tons of characters and nearly 100 courses is great. It's just interesting to reflect upon how this stacks up to the rest of the series, and see just how much more there really is. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe may not truly be the ultimate Mario Kart, but it's definitely one of the most robust and exciting Mario Kart experiences we've ever had. Sure, Mario Kart Tour may have single-handedly inflated a lot of the numbers for this video, but the Booster Course Pass proves that Tour is just as much of a Mario Kart game as any other, and it's worth keeping in mind. And at the very least, we proved that there was still a ton of content that can make a return in a future Mario Kart game. But what do you guys think? Is there anything missing from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that you wished made it in? Anything missing that we didn't mention or show here? Let us know down in the comments below, and be sure to stay tuned to GameXplain for plenty more on Mario Kart and other things gaming as well. Until next time, farewell everyone.